The World Health Organization has earmarked 7th April as World Health Day. And this year, the theme is building a fairer and healthier world for everyone. Now, the one thing that's been a cause of concern for most people across the globe has been the most important aspect of their life, our health. While there's been a lot of talk about physical disabilities and ailments, there's not been much conversation around mental health and well-being. Ever since the onset of the coronavirus pandemic, studies have shown that there's a significant rise in anxiety and depression among people, even in Oman. To share more insights about mental health and well-being, we are joined today by Nutaila Al Kharusi, leading psychotherapist in Muscat. So let's start with this. There's been a rise in the number of people in Muscat, in Oman in general, experiencing symptoms of anxiety and depression, especially during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Now, what is the main cause for this, and is there a solution? How can they cope better with all of this?
So that's a very good question, and thanks for bringing that up. There has been a rise in anxiety and depression, I would say worldwide, given the circumstances, right? We're living in a very unprecedented time, an uncertain time. These feelings are quite normal, but what you do in response to these feelings, that is where it could be like, you might be engaging in unhelpful behaviors that may be harmful in the long term.
Correct.
So that is something for people to be, mindful of, have more conversations. So what you're doing right now, right?
That's true. Increase awareness, spread the message, tell people it's okay to talk about your feelings, about your mental health, and of course focus on the wellness aspect, not just physical, but mental and emotional as well. That's extremely important.
Yeah, the treatment modality that I use basically in my sessions is acceptance commitment therapy. Okay, ACT for short. And that is for them to understand that, thoughts and feelings are entities or internal processes that you have no control over, right? And you should commit to focusing all your energy on what you can do, on your behaviors. Something in CBT that we use, cognitive behavioral therapy, this is another treatment modality, it's a thought log, right? So when you write down the situation, for instance, and then the automatic thought that you had, right? And then your feelings, right? And then what did you do? So you can get more insight into when do these difficult thoughts and feelings arise, for instance. Reach out for help, reach out to someone, tell someone that you're struggling, and there's no stigma in that. Another thing that I usually tell my clients is the STOP technique. So STOP, S stands for, step back, right? T is take a deep breath, right? O is observe internally, like what are your thoughts, what are your feelings, what are your physical sensations. So it's important to acknowledge your thoughts, feelings, and physical sensations. And then P is proceed or pursue with a helpful behavior. Another tip I would recommend is exercise, physical exercise. When you exercise, especially with aerobic exercises, endorphins, are being released.
The happy hormones.
Yes, the good feel-good chemicals.
That's true.
So that's really good. Being out in nature, getting a bit of sunshine, 10 minutes, I would recommend that as well. That lifts your mood, being in nature as well. Practicing mindfulness as well, mindfulness exercises to stay more present in the present moment, because with anxiety it's more of a future state, right? And you want to come back and be grounded.
Going through with the daily grind, and we forget to pause and take that break and take some time for ourselves. And I think this constant rush is what sort of wears us down. So it's very important to stop, take a pause, relax, breathe, and stay happy always. Nutaila, it was lovely talking to you. Thank you so much for sharing these wonderful tips. Well, if you found those tips useful, please do like and share. And remember, we're not out of the woods yet. The onus lies on each and every one of us to follow the safety guidelines so that everyone is safe. Thank you for watching the TAS Morning Show. I'll see you tomorrow with the latest news updates.